Hey everyone, it's Pam from GlamJunkJournals, and today I'd like to share a video with you. And this is the next in my series on ephemera making, and today we're going to be focusing on paint chips. And I'm currently working on another journal, surprise, surprise. And without divulging the exact theme of the journal, you guys might be able to tell because of what the color scheme I'm going to be using today is. I've got 3 ideas for these paint chips, and I don't know if we're going to get through all of them today. I may have to do a part 2, you never know, but let's get started. So obviously, first thing you need is some paint chips. And what I did off camera before the video is I covered some of them with some scrapbook paper. And I did that just using my trusty glue stick here, the Scotch Permanent glue stick. And then I cut around the edges just to be, get off the frayed edges. All right, so let's get going. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do one right now, and then we'll go from there. So I'm just going to do a border here, and this one I'm going to back with some music. So just get a good coat on there on all the edges here, and then I just plop it right on there. This is a 2-sided sheet, so it doesn't matter. And I've also tried this with Mod Podge, and to me, the glue stick works just as well. So it's a little less messy than Mod Podge, so that's what I'm going to be suggesting to you. But you could also use Mod Podge. So just going to cut around the edges here. You don't have to be exact because we're going to be doing stuff with the edges. Maybe a little distressing, and we have to cut these a little bit based on what I'm going to use them for today, so I'm definitely not exacting on this. All right, move that out of the way there. All right, so what I want to do with these, the first ones here, is I am going to make some dangles. Now I don't know if that's the correct term, but that's what I like to call them. And these are going to be so that you can hang them on the side pages of your journals, or maybe on the cover, or at the bottom of the page, anything like that. So what I'm going to do is cut these down to size, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these little bulb clips. Now they're either called, I've seen them called bulb clips and also gourd clips. They're little safety clips, safety pins I should say, and they have the little end that goes out, and I thought these would be really cute to use as the attachment. So I've got a whole bunch of those, and I ordered these on Amazon, and I got 5 different colors, all in the bronze, silver, gold, black, pewter, on Amazon, and they were really very inexpensive. So I don't want a real big chip, so what I'm going to do is cut that even in half again. Hey, and I might get 4 out of 1. Wow. What I want to do first is I'm going to distress the edge, and I'm going to use Distress ink in black soot. Thus my theme that I got going on here. It's getting to be fall, so that's what I'm doing, is a fall or autumn or seasonal journal here. And then what I did is I gathered some of my scraps from my current journal, and this could be, just from your scrap pile. which I know everybody has a fabric and scrap paper pile. Never ending, right? But that's okay. It's fun. So here is mine. Going along with the theme here, folks. So what I want to do is, this is going to be the base. These are going to be my bases. And, you know, the one that has a little bear on it, I'll certainly cover that up. And then, you know, the writing, this is Republican Red. Very cool. So what I want to do is go through my scrap fabric and paper pile, and I'm going to start tearing. I'm going to do some different ones. I don't want to do all the same one. Obviously, I see a theme going here. Let's see what else I have in this beautiful stash. Oh, and on this one, I'll kind of move that one up to cover the Republican Red. And then let's distress these two. What am I going to use there? I don't know if I'm going to use the same black. Yeah, probably. Stick with the theme, folks. And I just tore these. You can also use scissors just to cut them if you don't like a distressed edge or the rough edge. Another thing that you could do if you have these are these tear rulers, which are awesome. I might use those in our next project here. So I'm going to start gluing these down. Let's see, what am I going to do? Let's see, I'm going to use my glue stick again. And I like the way these look, just kind of not lined up, more off center, I guess, if you want to say. And I'm not going to make these too big. Whoops. Reason being, the bulb clips are small, and I don't know if they would look proportionate if I had a big, long dangle. So I don't know. So let's see, from there, maybe a little ribbon. Ooh, yeah, yay. Cut that up. Now for ribbon, I'm going to use Fabri-Tac, because it is a type of fabric. And I'm not going to worry about the glue globs because we're going to be layering and more layering. These little stringies always get me, don't they? Jeez Louise. All right, let's get another fabric here. Oh, look at this one, guys. I'm just excited for you guys to see this next journal. It's really cool, if I do say so myself. So, anyways, gluing on some fabric here. Lace. Let's see what else I have here. Oh yeah, look at that cute little guy. And then probably you want to decide, maybe not right away, but you want to decide which way's up on the little dangles. So, you know, for like this one, I don't know if it'll be, you know, like in the corner right up there. This one needs something. Let's see what else. Oh, check this out, you guys. This is cool. You know what this was? This was a men's tie. Oh, look at the pattern of this. I don't know. My husband would never, he doesn't wear ties anyways, but would he ever wear one like this? No way. No way. But I think it's very cool. Probably to some like Christmas party or something. I don't know. So I strongly encourage you guys, for cool fabrics, look at the men's ties. I think I got this for $1. Kind of smush it on there. So, you know, I got to make sure that I have a little bit of my paint chip showing through, so maybe I'll cut this guy down a little bit. Oh, that's looking good. Oh, and let me show you this. This is cool. Look at all this fabric. Look at this, you guys. This is all from that tie. You want to talk about some fabric? Holy moly. Isn't that gorgeous? Wow. Okay, cool. All right, now I want to make these a little on the rectangular side, so a little bit longer rather than wide. You can make them any way you want, but just for my journal, that's what I'm going to be going with here. So this one, another one of my favorite patterns, the Harlequin print here, I'm going to use tea dye on this one. Just around the edges. I'm going to glue this one to the back. Whoops, wrong glue here, folks. Now just remember, you got to have somewhere to attach your dangle or your little clip. So I'm still kind of going with this one up here. That looks cool. Let's see what else I have. Oh, wow. Ooh, wee. Oh, look at this guy. Yay. I'm going to tear the edges on this one. Oh, and another thing you guys could use too, if you don't want to tear, I don't know if you have these, but these are scrapbook scissors in the, you know, the little patterns that they have. And I have a whole bunch of those, and those are really fun, excuse me, fun to do too. So if you want to do some scalloped edges or some frayed edges, those work really well too. All right. Whoops. Oh, now look at me. I did cover up my black distress ink, but I didn't cover up my tea dye. Stick down there. Okay. All right. Now we're loading up here. Loading up. Need to add some more stuff. Oh, geez, look at this. Oh, wow. Eyelash trim. Yay. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I find this hard to work with because it's really thin. And then if you get, I don't know, near the edges, it always falls apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this to the back. Now, obviously, there's the back with the scrapbook paper. The reason I did that is so that when this dangles, you know, you don't see, you know, Home Depot on the back, any of that kind of stuff. I'm just going to try and remember, key right there, is to make the back look presentable. And, you know, that's entirely up to you. Maybe you'll want to stick this on something rather than have it dangle. But if you're going to have it dangle, my preference is to have the back look presentable so that, you know, when it flops around, it doesn't look all yucky on the back. That's just me. All right, so I'm going to cut some of this eyelash trim. And the reason I said that is because now I'm adding eyelash trim to the back, and I'm like, oh, well, that doesn't look too great now, does it? No. So I have to figure out something on the back. But you always do, right? Right. So I'm going to kind of bunch this guy up just so that he kind of pokes out of the front. Ugh. You can get eyelash trim anywhere, really. Or I shouldn't say anywhere. Craft stores, it's usually in the yarn section. And I remember asking some people who worked at the craft store, and they're like, what is eyelash trim? You just got to get someone who's been around. It's usually in the yarn section. So see, I like the way that just sticks out of the bottom a little bit. Now what I'm going to have to do with that one is obviously cover up the back so it looks nice. Let's see, what am I going to do now? Oh, look at this eyelash trim. Oh, got some tulle there. You know how I love my tulle. Look at this. This is actually an embroidery trim that I got at a thrift store, but it still, you know, kind of looks like the eyelash trim. So that's what I think it is. So I just bunched it over a couple different times, and I'm cutting the ends so that they're straight rather than rounded. And then I'm going to stick that one on the back of this. This is fun. I love doing this stuff because I have a kind of an idea when I start, but then it never really, I never have the complete idea in my head until the end. I kind of just let it flow here. Oh, that looks cool. Yay. Yay, yay. All right, now on the back of these guys, so these guys have the eyelash trim. I'm going to do some of my favorite, I have a lot of favorites, my favorite tulle. Yay! Love it. Now to me though, I don't know if that red goes, yeah, it's all right. Yeah, it goes with the rose here. Okay. I'm going to do that. You can get a big blob on the back, but try not to get it on the tulle itself that's going to show through, because it is a dang hard process to get it off the tulle if you don't want it to show like a glue glob. And I just kind of mush it around until it stays. Now to me that's a little big, but while the glue is still wet, you can kind of smush it down to get to be the size you want, or you can cut it off, which I might do right there. Okay, now that guy's looking really cute. Hopefully they won't stick to my table. I don't think they will. They might. And I have this guy. Let's do some gold. Oh, that looks really good. Okay, I'm going to do gold on this guy. Come on. All right. See, I like to gather it all up and then turn it over, and you can see there's a little string there. You can kind of see, you know, what you're going for here. So I'm going for a longer, skinnier piece, you know, to keep with the rectangular look, if I could talk. Cut a little bit off the end. Get this guy too. There we go. Looking dang good. Whoa, whoa, what the heck happened there? I got a string. I have jumping dangles. Oh my goodness. Oh, I cracked myself up. Okay, here we go. All right, now, those are looking pretty good. But, you know me, they're not done yet. So, let's figure out what we're going to do on the back so that they look presentable when they're hanging on your journals. So, I guess we could do another piece of scrapbook paper, or you can leave them as is, doesn't matter. And I guess now that I'm covering up the back, I didn't even have to do this with the scrapbook paper on, you know, the back. Oh well. But if you didn't want to do that, you know, like adding all these on the back, then I still think it's a good idea. So, oh well. Live and learn, right? Does that look good? That's just a piece of scrapbook paper. Actually, this is cardstock. Yeah, that looks good. All right, glue that on there. I'm going to do a double. I'm going to do Fabri-Tac and the glue stick. Looking good. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. You're going to move stuff around. You know, cut stuff off if you don't like the way it looks. All right. Well, let's see on the back of this guy. Maybe something round. Oh, got an idea. Check this baby out. I got this at Hobby Lobby. This is Fisker's, and it's a just a circle punch. Cool. Get some scrapbook paper and cut this. Actually, not cut. Punch this out. Oh, where'd he go? He's in here. Come on. There you go, the little flipper. Isn't that cute? Look how cute that is. Now see, that is, to me, kind of makes the back complete. So that just doesn't look like a whole bunch of, you know, stuff blobbed on the back. Cute. That could even be the front. Wow. Okay. All right. Let me get another one. Let's see. What could I put on the back of this guy? That looks pretty good, but yeah, still needs something. All right. Oh, I know. Let's get my other punch out here. This I got at Hobby Lobby, and this puppy is heavy. I don't know how much it weighs. 5 pounds. And it's a double. So you got 2 little tags that you can punch with that. So let's do another piece of my paper here. Obviously there's a theme going on. Ugh. And look at these cute little tags. Oh, aren't those cute? These could be dangles in themselves, but look how cute he looks on the back. Okay, so we're gonna double again. Get some of my Fabri-Tac here. Looks good. Now let's see. That guy's got a back. That guy's got a back. That guy's got a back. Now this one needs one. So I'll put a blob of glue there. And then this little cute tag. This guy needs to be glued down some more. Okay. Now, they're looking kind of cute, aren't they? This could be the front too. Look at that. But, so that's the way I like it, is so that, you know, either side looks good. That's just me. Now from here, you could sew these. Go right down the center, which is what I will probably do. And like on this one where there's some white showing through from the back, I'm going to distress that. Where the heck? Oh, here it is. Here's my black again. Get along there. And to me, and this is just personal preference, I am not as much a fan of like just squared off corners. I like more distressed corners. So what I might do is just snip those little guys off, or use some more of these little scissors that, you know, create a distressed edge, or I should say scalloped edge, rather than just a right angle there. But that's okay, you know, that's personal preference again, and I'm gonna, you know, obviously everybody likes their own way. This is just my deal here. Oh, there's another one. And I don't do this ahead of time because I don't know what the finished product is going to be. So that's why I kind of just wing it until I know what's going on. Now this guy on the back, he's moving. I'm going to move him back. He's going to move him back so he's not showing. All right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go sew right down the center of all of these, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. And here they are. They're so cute. And the back looks good. So when they dangle, you don't have anything yucky looking out of the back. So knowing me, I'm not done yet, but we're getting close. And then we're going to go on to our next little project using some paint chips. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little rosette right here, and this was cut off of a Halloween costume. I've used it in a lot of other journals, so that's another tip. I know you guys probably have heard me say that before, but look at Halloween costumes for cool patterns and fabrics and just embellishments. Oh, it's crazy fun. All right, so I'm going to add, whoops, some on a couple of these, which I think they look very cute. And then I got this little guy. I made this. This is just one of my fake flowers that I, pluck off the stems and the flowers, and then I put a little bead in the center. I'm going to put that guy right here. It's got some little hairies on him. So that looks really cute because it whoops, hey, it stuck to my finger. What the heck? All right, let's try that again. Jeez Louise. There. All right. Bring it up to the camera and it's not even on there. Duh. Okay. All right. Whoops. All those little eyelash trims kind of get caught in my hands. And the last one, this is my theme coming through again. I'm just excited for you guys to see it. But that is, let's see, which side does that go? That way better or this way? I think I like this. Okay. Now this is where you got to watch the glue globs because this applique is a little, it's got spots you can see through, and I don't like the globs showing through. So I do my best to be non-globby. All right. Ooh, that looks good, you guys. This is so cool. All right. Last thing we're going to do to get these dangles finished is we're going to add the dangle. Ha! So, crocodile here. Now, if you don't have a crocodile, you could also just use a hole punch, because right now all I'm going to be doing is using this little side of the hole punch. There's a bigger one on this side, which I use a lot for tags, but this one seems to be just the right size for those little bulb clips, or whatever you want to call them. Safety pins. See how little that hole is? Now, if you don't have one of those, no problem. What I would do is I would use something like, let me see if I can find it here. Little screwdriver. Teeny screwdriver, and just poke a hole in it. Okay. So, where was I at? Okay, now this guy, which side would go up? I don't think it really matters. Okay. I'm going to put the little hole right up here. Oh, and another tip, you guys. I kind of put the hole sort of close, not really close, but not really far in either. And the reason for that is the size of the safety pin, or whatever you want to call it, clasp pin, a lot of is not that deep itself, meaning if you put it way in, the clip won't be big enough to go all the way in. And I'll show you what I mean here. So any of these colors of my little clasps will work. So let's see what we have. Ooh, got like a bronze color here. Aren't these cute? Love these. And they make big ones. These are pretty small, but you could always make these really big. All right, now, where the heck did I poke my hole? There it is, right there. Now look at that cute little dangle. Oh my goodness. Cuteness upon cuteness here, guys. So let's see. Where's the hole for this one? Oh, look at that. Da, da, da. Love that. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put little clips on all these guys. And then we're going to be on to our next little project here. Whoops. Get that in there. Look at how cute they are. Cute. Okay, move that stuff out of the way. All right. So, back to paint chips. Let me find them here. In this very organized desk. Ha! Right. Okay. So, I have some more of these, and I don't even remember. Whoops. Hey, there's a piece of cardstock. All right. So, these guys do not have the backing on them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a corner cluster for 2 corners of my journal, and I'm going to make them at right angles. So what I do need to do is I'm going to start by taking, if I can find it, this is kind of going to be a, for lack of a better term, the base. Now this is heavier cardstock, so it works a little better than just a piece of scrapbook paper. And you could use corrugated cardboard. That would be cool. I'm just going to make a little right angle right here. And the reason I'm doing this is just to give it something to glue onto, because we're going to layer. I'm going to make a right angle here. And then let me get another piece here if I can find one. So yeah, you want to use a heavier piece just because it holds up better. This one I have to cut. This is almost like a, I don't know what it's almost paper-like. It's really cool. Got that at Hobby Lobby. Love Hobby Lobby. Gotta love it. And it doesn't really matter how long these are because you can cut them off. I'm going to make mine a little bit shorter. Because like I said, these are going to be just the base, and I don't even know if you're going to be able to see any of this paper at the end. And you can always cut it off too. So there they are. See, that's going to be like for my corners. And from here, let's grab these that do not have the scrapbook paper on the back. And I am going to use my tear ruler. Ooh, this is not a right angle anymore. Guess it really doesn't matter. But I kind of like to keep them at a right angle just so that my page doesn't look all wonky. But if it is, right? Okay, tear ruler. Here we go. And like I've said with the tear rulers, if you see on one side, it's kind of got a serrated edge, and if it's upside down, it's just flat. So that's how you can tell if you got the right side up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to randomly tear these in weird pieces. Another thing to keep in mind if you're using these is to hold it down and pull at an angle towards you. See? Yay! Now this one, I don't like the white, but you can distress it, right? Right. So there's those. I'm going to do a black. And if you don't have a tear ruler, no problem. Just go ahead and tear away, right? Which is what I can do here. All right, so there's those. And another thing you could use, these scissors too. So those are fun. Let's use this color. All right. So like I said, here we are. We're building from the bottom up. So where's my distress ink again? I am going to use black on the red, which is cool. Doesn't that look cool? And don't worry about the writing, because we're going to cover that up. And then that looks cool. And let's see, use it on this gray taupey looking one. Oh, there's another red guy. And I don't care if there's a little bit of the white showing through, because the white is also going to go with my journal. So it's entirely personal preference, right? Okay, and then on this, I'm going to use red. Now that is cool. Now this is not distress ink, it's distress oxide, and the way I like to think of them, the difference between a distress ink and a distress oxide, and you know, I'm not a Tim Holtz expert, but this is just how I understand it, is this distress oxide is very similar to a distressed ink, except think of the word oxidation. And what that brings to mind is like if metal oxidizes out in the elements, like in the snow or the rain, it kind of gets spotty. And what distress oxide does is if you put it on your piece of paper and then you put water on it, it creates an oxidative, if that's a word, effect. And the ink doesn't do quite the same. The ink, I think just more, I don't know what it does. I don't know how to describe it. But the oxide is what you want to use if you want to create an oxidation look. But it also works just as ink. So that little tutorial is over. Thank you very much. An informative piece there. Now since this is a big pad, I'm going to use my dauber here. Now to me, that looks kind of orange. I'm not digging that. Well, it kind of does, kind of doesn't. So let's see how it looks on this. Because you can always use more than one color on your inking, right? Yeah, I think it looks cool. Cool. Love this stuff. All right. Okay, move that out of the way there. And there's so many cool techniques to use. There's so many videos out there, YouTube's on, you know, distress inks and distress oxides, and love it. Okay, so now we're going to start winging it. We're going to start gluing. can always make them bigger or smaller, right? Well, you can't make them bigger, smaller. All right, so this in my journal that I'm making is going to probably, not 100% sure, but probably be on the same page. So I kind of want to make them harmonious. Is that a good way to describe it? I don't know. Cool. Man, this is fun. Who knew paint chips could be so fun? They're not just for picking out paint. Oh, that looks really cool. Really, really cool. Oops, got some white on this one. Where's my black? And I kind of do like the way, you know, they're sticking out of the edges. So my right angle thing is just kind of like a guide, but you still want it to fit on the corner of your page. That I guess was basically my point, is I want it to make it look like it goes on the corner of a page. But this could also be like for a pocket. That would be cool. So you could put it together like that. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's cool. More ideas going through my head here, people. Oh, yay. All right, now let's see. I don't know. Now from here, let's add on. You know me, add away. So let's find some scrapbook paper. And if you want to distress, whoa, throwing around stuff here, people. If you want to distress them, go for it. Cover up that little marquee one coat right there. Got all sorts of stuff going here. Yeah. Let's see what else I got here. Oh, well, this little guy would be cute. He needs black, though. You know, I don't like the square edges, or the pointy corners, I should say. Take those off and distress him up. Whoa, that was my stomach. Did you guys hear that? I'm hungry. Ah! I didn't know if that came through on the video or not. Oh gosh, that's hilarious. All right. See another paint chip here. Just going to town. What does that mean, going to town? Okay. There's that. Now I've got some other ideas to add on to this. So let's see what I got here. Some more fabric. Cute. Stick that on there. Now I'm going to do something a little bit different with these. These are, you know, just the way I like to make clusters. I mean, this is all, you know, clusters, not a cluster. Well, maybe my workspace is a cluster. But you know what I'm saying. They're all, this is all variations on clusters. But the things you can do, and I just love the way they finish a page. They are just so pretty. I don't know, you guys. This is looking orange. Don't know. Have to figure it out. Have to figure it out. Oh, let's do some more of this men's tie. Whoa. Oh, that looks so pretty. You guys, these look so good. Ugh, just love it. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking again, if I brought this tie home, like if my husband and I were going to go to Christmas party or something, and I'm like, here, what do you think of this? He'd be like, no. He's definitely not, what's the word? Flamboyant or anything, you know, loud. He'd be like, it's not happening. No way. Oh, man. I've given up trying to make him into a fashion plate. I've given that up a long time ago. This is just not him. Okay, there we go. I'm going to cut this guy off because I don't like it. See, this is hard to cut. It's kind of fabric paper hybrid weird deal. I don't know. But see, this is just regular scrapbook paper, so or cardstock, so that works. But the other one is just kind of giving me troubles cutting it. Okay, now from here. Oh, look at those. That's so cool. Not done. Let me show you what I did. This is another something I just decided to do, and probably other people have done this too, but I just haven't seen it. So I got these flowers a couple years ago at Hobby Lobby, and they're Halloween flowers because they're black. But they didn't have the sparkles on them, and I think you can buy them with the glitter and the sparkles. But what I did on here, and you could do this obviously with any flower that you have if you wanted to add some more, you know, bling to that, which I love, is I used this. And let me show you what I did here. I have glitter glue pens. I have all these other colors, all these colors on here, but what I did do is I used, that's not on there, right? The red, the silver, and then I got a big glitter glue in gold. And all I did is I took a glob and rubbed it all over the top. And once it dries, you can't see the glue, but you can see the sparkles. Isn't that cool? Ha! So now I'm going to take these apart like I know you guys know I like to do. So I used to decorate my house for like every season. So I have all these flowers. But I don't know if it's just that I'm getting older or that my daughter's not here anymore, you know, and I'm like, why am I decorating my house for nobody? Because my husband really doesn't care. And I like it, granted, don't get me wrong, I like it, but, see, I'm just taking this rose apart. You could keep it together, but I want to just get some of the petals off of here. So I'm like, why am I doing this? Because, I don't know, maybe I am just getting old. And now with the virus, you know, you're not having anybody over for dinner, at least I'm not. So I'm like, oh, what am I doing here? So I'm going to cut these petals off. And this leaf is cool, look at that. Use the red on that. Ooh, yay. Okay, so I got some of those cut off. Let's see, here's some more. Ooh, that one has a lot of gold on that one. Cool. to start sticking these in underneath the edges. So, get some fabric tack. This is a double here. I think that might work though. Oh, and I can put these on my clusters too, or my danglies. That's what I meant to say, my danglies. It never ends, you guys. You could just keep going with this stuff. Isn't that what's so fun? Oh, look at that. Yay! Ooh. Okay, let's do something on this side too. Get away from me, glue strings. Now that guy kind of flips up, so I'm going to have to fold him down. There. Look at that leaf, I should say. Oh, wow. See where he'll go. Let's see. Oh, yeah, he'll go right into there. Ooh, yeah. Looks good. Now, to me, on this corner, since I have one of these on this corner, I need something up here. So, yep. All right, do I have another leaf? Yes, I do. That looks really flippin' cool. Really cool. Let's see this guy. And this one has one right in the center. So maybe just a couple more on the edges. Okay. Yeah, I just like to layer up, layer up. Let's see if we can get one for the other side. Do you guys ever get to like where you go, enough is enough? Because I can just keep adding and adding and adding on. And I'm like, okay, when do you stop, right? I need to flip this up a little bit because I want to get it under the fabric. No, that's not going to happen. Hold on. There we go. And while it's wet, you can still kind of like maneuver them around. There. Now see that? That guy's weird on the end. I'm gonna have to do something with him. But so here is my corner. Now from here, what I'm thinking is they could be done, which is fabulous, or think about this. If you wanted to use one of your other paint chips, you can make a tag and just stick it in there, and it can be a corner pocket. Looks fabulous. Or you can do whatever other, you know, small piece of paper you have and just do some more tucks. You could do a tag, you could do a journaling card, whatever you would like. So there they are, and what I'm going to do real quick just to show you is I'm going to sew around the edges, and I'll be right back and we'll finish up. Okay, I'm back, and here are my corners, which are also, you know, pockets that you can tuck things under. Now I thought of this. Check this out. So this is what we've made today. What would happen if you took one of your corner danglies, or your little danglies, not even necessarily a corner, and hung it off the end? Oh man, if you wanted to continue on and just have this dangling off the end, wouldn't that be cute? Oh my Just talk about a cool page, you guys. That would look so stinking fabulous. Just hang that baby off of there. And another thing, and I'll let you guys go, is, you know, from here you can add on some more jewels, some buttons, you know, some of your little appliques. Look how pretty those look. Oh man. And I also, I've just got so much stuff, you guys. Feathers. Ooh, let's see how the feathers look on here. Oh yeah. Look at how the feathers look on there. Cool. So there you have it. We have some corner embellishments, pockets, and some journal danglies, which I absolutely am so excited about. And boy, I hope this inspires you, because I'm so inspired I can't even stand it. I got to go make something else. This is so much fun to have you guys with me. I really appreciate you spending the time with me today, and I will see you in my next video. Maybe we'll do something else with some paint chips. I don't know, because I only did 2 things today, but that's okay. Thank you again, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.